2020, third. Got 5 baby fishies. It's not my first bunch, but the first lot got eaten by each other. I didn't make one, and I didn't make a video before. Oh, look, see, that shows all the mess. I didn't make a video before, just didn't know what to say. I have so much on my mind, don't know what to say, how to say it. 2019, I wish it the best. Let's just start anew, eh? Bring on 2020. Where am I at in life? At least I'm not stuck in bed all the time now. It's been tough. But you know what? I've got this far, and if I can get this far, then so can you. And I hope I'm going to watch this in 10 years' time, and I'm going to be seeing myself saying something positive to everybody. Not just myself, but everybody. Become someone that's humble, I guess. I still haven't overcome a lot of the issues that I've had to deal with. Lost my family, job, income, near homelessness. I mean, right now I feel like embarrassed all the time because my income comes from scrapping metal, which is good because I'm learning something new. I'm actually out there doing something for myself, but I'm also out there in dumpster cans, and people judge that. But you know what? Fuck you to anybody that judges anybody. Some of the best people I have spoken to in 2019 have been homeless people. They've been so positive. Sorry, my hair, I'm very sweaty. I've got a lot that I'm trying to get done at the same time. I've got my owners coming tomorrow, and I only found out not long ago. I'm going to upload this one to YouTube. Hello everybody, my name is Zach, and welcome to 2020. Let's follow a journey that you will only see every now and then, and you would have seen something not so positive last year or the year before, sorry. And I hope that you do see my lows and my highs. I've got 2 years worth of footage that I've recorded on and off, that most of it's done via Snapchat, because I had to develop something within myself just to make myself laugh, become something that's going to help me become someone. I'm becoming someone not for anybody else right now. I'm learning to become someone for Zach. Zach needs to become Zach. Has Zach become? He doesn't know. Who is he going to become? He doesn't know. Who are you? Who are you going to become? Who are you right now? Do you know? Do we actually know who we are or what we want to achieve in life? I mean, I don't know. I went through family court fighting for my stepchildren, who I still will to this day call my children, and I will not disclose details for legal reasons as to what happened, or what's happening, sorry. But we'll just leave it at, I haven't seen them since July 2018, and it's been some of the hardest years of my life. Every day I think about them, I miss them every day, and you know what, all I can do is just stay here and hope that one day they see that I'm here. Like, no matter what they've done, said, what they say, what they do, all I do want is for them to become the best that they can ever be, and that's all I've ever dreamed of. I hope one day I can see their successes. If their success is where I'm at, you know what, that's all I need. The best thing is I've re-engaged with my cousin as well, and he's amazing. He's an old soul. For a 14-year-old, I never thought I couldn't imagine. I just wish his mum was here to see who he's become. His mum was just an idol to me. I adored her. She helped me out a lot. So did his dad. And I mean, when I was needing someone, both my grandmother, my grandfather, and her and my cousin's dad, they were there. They gave me what I needed, and at time that, like, for that part of my life, there's been a lot of people that have been there, but you know what, my auntie taught me things that I could never explain, and I hope that my cousin just always remembers that, and anybody who's lost someone close to them. So I didn't just lose my auntie, I also lost my grandmother as well. So the two most important people that have made a massive influence in my life positively, I lost very close together. And then lost my children, and my family broke down. And you know what? I haven't hated anybody. I've experienced things that no man should ever experience, and I guess that's another topic that I will cover another time. I want this just to be an introduction, 2020, a positive one. I'm not going to hide my emotions. That's one thing I think that us men, we are failing. We are failing to express emotion publicly. We are failing to speak. Men do experience violence, domestic violence, and I for one was what they would call a victim, but you know, I'm a survivor. I'm surviving. I'm learning to survive. I may have been victimized, and my cat, come here, Billy. Billy, come here. I think he can sense a bit of emotion. I've still got him, and that's what that matters. Is my boy's still alive? He's still here. Come here. Oh no, he's looking a bit sad. Come here, Billy. Come here. Really? Well, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a new mirror. Come here. Fine, don't come here. Whatever. All that matters is I'm still alive. She didn't kill me. She may have taken everything from me, right to the last thing that I never wanted to lose, and I have. And I'll forever be disappointed in her for that, and forever hurt, I guess, is the best way to say it. But it's time to close that chapter. Congratulate, moving on, good on her. But taking the one thing that wasn't fair. Destroying another person's life was not fair, and that's what she's done. She's done so much damage to one other person, and that person should never have been through what I've been through. And unfortunately, they experienced, they witnessed, they watched, they supported. They were my rock, they were my saviour, they are my best friend, and I will forever love him. And I hope that he's not watching this, because I don't want him to feel guilty, because I understand completely where he's come from by having to step away. And I just hope that either one day he forgives me for putting him through what he ended up going through, even though it was unintentional. I didn't know what to do myself. I was just trying to survive every day. I didn't know how to do what I was doing. Like, I've been denied a lot of things right through to counselling. I've been denied. The legal system failed me. The social justice system has failed me. I've been failed through the medical system. But you know what? I'm alive, and that's all that matters. I still have accommodation at this point. That's all that matters. I've still got my remainder of strength, and that's all that matters. I still have I've got somewhere inside of me, I've got hope, and I hope that you do too, because 2020 is an even number. It's 2020. I mean, come on, guys. And music. That's all I've got. The person I'm talking about, if he does watch this, I love you, man, and I just really hope that you're okay, and I just wish that the best. I really wish that you just get better as well. And while I didn't want you to think that you had to take on my burdens, they were mine to carry, and I tried my best to carry them for me. You were there when I needed the most, and you did do a lot, and so did the few other people. I thank you from the whole of my heart, not even the bottom of the top, it's like my whole heart. I appreciate everything you did for me, and thank you. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up, and yeah, let's all just move forward. Let's all start loving each other. Let's fight back against our governments. Let's stand together as one. Instead of fighting each other, let's fight together. Because right now, Australia as a country is falling to pieces. I mean, look at it. Half the country's it's been burnt out. Yet the government has only just got their armed forces involved. Like, what happened to all the farmers? Like all of northern New South Wales, why did it have to go south? Why? Why do people like myself have to suffer? I have done nothing to them. Trying to make an example out of me was horrendous. I could have just as easily become another statistic. 1 in 3 men are taking their lives every day, and why? Is it murder or is it suicide? The family court, you have a lot to answer for, and I know that there's this inquiry that's happening, and I was going to do something myself. I just couldn't bring myself to revisit a place that is so painful, so fucking painful. The injustices that were done, those people have to carry those burdens. The woman that stood over me and called me a rapist without anything to back it up. Alicia, I will call your name out. You're no human being. You should not be in that family court. Lawyers, barristers, right through to judges, all committed perjury. You all failed children. You all continue to fail our children. It is your fault these men are taking their lives. You need to take responsibility for what you have done, and I'm going to take responsibility for what I have done. I've been taking responsibility for, but I've also had to take responsibility for what your lies, your perjury, and your breach of legislation and the act, which means the children come first. There is other family members involved who I'm not going to name to protect the children, but you know who you are, and I hope one day that you do. I hope you die gracefully. I hope you feel love and experience love as you pass, because you are getting older, and I hope that these children, not just my 2 children, but all children who have been victims of this family court, I hope that you all look at what this court has done to you, how much they have failed you. Child safety in New South Wales, or DOCS back then, you failed children, you had children murdered, you had children die because of neglect. You know what? You judges are the reason that men are taking their lives. You're the reason that these children are being neglected. You're the reason these children are requiring counselling by people that are lying. I mean, have a look at what you're doing wrong. An independent children's lawyer is supposed to be an independent children's lawyer for the child's best interest. And again, you know who you are, and you know what? You have also committed perjury, and you're well aware of your perjury. And I truly hope that you never, ever experience life like I've seen it today. I only wish the best for all of you, but I also hope you start to take responsibility for your actions, and same with every parent that has failed our children. You are also the reason why our children today are going to become the criminals of tomorrow. You have failed our children. It is your fault. Parental alienation does exist. I have spoken with multiple men who have taken their own lives, and it hurts when you're speaking with someone who's not only saved your life, but then they take their own life without any indication. You have no idea what it means to somebody like myself. I am so grateful to have been able to have my life still here today. Not only through the violence that I experienced, but because these men have taken their lives, but they also saved another. And they didn't just save my life, they saved multiple lives before even just taking their own. And it breaks my heart for these children. These children are the ones that will forever never get to know their parent. I have a cousin who will never get to know his own dad because of parental alienation. I know how hard this is for these children, and you know what? I also know how good it is for a child to turn their back on their own parent from the neglect from that parent. But that parent made the mistake, but both parents, well, the parent that wasn't alienating the child did the right thing. And that person I owe a lot to, because that person assisted me and guided me through a lot of times during raising these children. And you know what, I'll be forever grateful to this person that did that. Again, I'm not going to name certain names, and I'm not going to disclose these parents or these children's names. It's their story. It's not my story to tell. I'm going to tell my story, but my story is a heartbreaking story for me. I can't write a book like I've been asked to do. I couldn't revisit family court, and at this point I won't revisit my video footage, but there is going to be a time when this video footage that I've taken will be uploaded, and I wish the best to everybody while they're watching it. I also would like for everybody to watch a documentary called The Red Pill. The Red Pill. It was made, directed and everything by a woman who was a feminist, or is I'll just say identifies as feminist. I found the documentary on an app called Tubi, Tubi. It has been banned for reproduction throughout the world, so it's a worldwide banned documentary. It's not allowed to be reproduced, which means that somebody's trying to cover up something, aren't they? There's a story in there that saved my life, and actually the Red Pill, the documentary, that changed my life. And I had a counsellor, her name, again, I've had 2 counsellors, they know who they are. If they ever get to see this, I'll be forever grateful for what they did for me, and they saved my life, and I am truly, truly grateful. Thank you so very much for believing in me. Same with my GP, thank you very much. You guys, nobody understands truly what it's like to go through the things that I went through and going through still to this day, but you know what, I'm alive, I'm surviving. No matter what I'm going through, I'm doing everything the best I can, and I truly, truly have so much gratitude to all those people that saved my life during some of the toughest times in my life. Thank you. I wish everybody the best 2020. Let's fucking win this 2020, eh? Like, we've got this. We have got 2020, and we are going to make it the best year that it has ever happened. And you know what? I've only got a few more days, and it's my final court hearing, and then it's all done. Finally, it'll be over. And that's your mistake, not my mistake. That's your mistake. And I wish you the best. But let's do this, guys. 2020, bring it on, motherfuckers.